he go disappear. All their weak and the rest, they get private jet too. They go just everybody don't jackpot. They will leave. It is we the masses that will suffer.
Before, and I say it again, and I've said it repeatedly, that revolution is imminent in Nigeria. It is either we have a bloodless revolution or we have a bloody revolution.
The revolution that will not be televised, that is what may happen to Nigeria. And that was the statement from the former presidential candidate under, I think, YPP, Sowore. That was what he said. You know that for this country to move forward, we actually need to take bold steps in order to achieve development. But before I bring to you the latest, and especially one Aisha Yousuf said about this that is about happening in Nigeria, as from every indication, you will understand and agree with me that Nigeria is now a total failed state. And if care is not taken, the people will revoke if the political elites don't realize this in time and, reset their memory. As the senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, once said that the politicians are the one pushing so hard for this inevitable revolution. Let me give to you what Bola Ahmed Tinubu said about the mistake bombing of civilians in Kaduna State.
Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday said the accidental airstrike that killed at least 126 people in Kaduna was designated by God. And in a statement, he said that my purpose is to condole the entire country through the army on the loss of life in Kaduna. It's tragic, Mr. Tinubu said during his visit to the Shuju of Boronu. But as people of faith and people who believe in this country, importantly faith, that through Malud Nabri is Shahada. We must take that one as a tragic event designed by God, he added.
So that is the president talking about what happened in Kaduna State. So they mistakenly press right button and they scatter cities instead of Boko Haram. And the colors are out of God. Now, wow. It's well for this Africa and Nigeria. Anyway, back to what Aisha Yousuf said a fortnight ago, talking about revolution. It is necessary. Every nation that have attained development have witnessed one form of revolution or the other. There is a bloodless revolution and there is a bloody revolution. We have seen a bloody revolution cut across some of the even African countries, of which right now they are reaping good out of what happened in the past. Now, is it okay for Nigeria to experience a bloody revolution? Is it fine and will it be okay for Nigeria to experience a bloodless revolution? Which one do you prefer? But before I talk much about that, hear from Aisha Yousuf.
Before, and I say it again, and I've said it repeatedly, that revolution is imminent in Nigeria. It is either we have a bloodless revolution or we have a bloody revolution. It is in us to decide what kind of revolution do we want. And for every one of us, the educated ones, who at least have that knowledge, we can afford to square me. It is time for us to do the bloodless revolution where we are changing system. Because if we do not do that, the poor man that is hungry on the street, we have a bloody revolution, and he will not know the difference between those who have truncated governance in this country and those who are fighting for governance. The fact that you have a job or you have a clean shed will make you a victim, and they're going to come after every one of us. And when that happens, you know the saddest things, all these politicians that have made Nigeria what they are today will fly out of the country on private jet, and they will leave us to face the consequences. Are we ready for that?
Most of the time, the politicians in Nigeria, once they become a governor, a senator, a House of Rep member, they purchase a private jet, or they have an affiliate with a private jet, an aviation sector, they have a fleet, they can just disappear from the country at any point in time to anywhere in the world. And this is what Aisha Yousuf is trying to say. The Nigerian people need to understand the fact that if anything happen today, so is it Tinubu go leave this? He go disappear. All their weekend, the rest, they get private jet too. They go just everybody don't jackpot. They will leave. It is we the masses that will suffer. When this happened, the revolution, the bloody revolution, is that if they seize you with a vehicle, they will attack you because they presume or they assume that you are part of those that have been destroying this country. But whereas you are part of those that have been agitating for change in Nigeria. But that will not be the case when the hunger gets to this level and you can no longer even feed for a day. People will hit the streets and they will eat up anything they see. We can see how insecurity is growing every day in Nigeria. And when you look at the indices of insecurity, you will all agree with me that for you to end insecurity, poverty, education is one of the number 1 and 2 criteria to reduce high level of insecurity in your society. When people are hungry, they are angry. When people are hungry, they cannot eat, they don't have a job. They will do something illegal, to bring food to their table. Now in Nigeria, many companies are folding up. They are leaving. No more job for Nigerians. And at the end of the day, it will happen just like a dream. And that is what Aisha Yousuf is talking about. It is good and better we have a bloodless revolution. It is good we wake up to say, no, enough is enough. As we speak now, you can no longer withdraw more than 20,000 naira from some banks in Nigeria. Some people are even complaining that you cannot even withdraw more than 5,000 naira from your bank, which is very, very uncalled for. Some bank gives as more as 50, others cannot even give more than 20 per day. So just imagine, personally, I was in the bank yesterday, but when I wanted to withdraw, they said you can't take more than 20,000. In a day, I was like, wow, but I need some money, to do some certain things. Even the 20,000 naira in a day for you to move from point A to point B. If you use that money to buy fuel, it has finished till now. You get? So this is the problem. When are we going to say enough is enough? But you see, those that ask for justice, those that ask for equity, those that ask for development, those that ask for things to be done properly are the enemy of the states. And that is the reason why Nigeria will not come out of this quagmire of political deceptiveness and madness of politicians. Why? Because people has been corrupted with money, and only time will tell. Very soon, the people will revoke, and all of us will be on our leg, will run. Both those that are agitating and those that are not agitating, those in support and those that are not in support, all of us will hear that. But I hope we don't get to that level. It is high time we wake up from our slumber and then do the needful for Nigeria to move ahead.